What's going on, everybody? I am the solipsistic millennial, living in a greedy world where everyone's killing each other for fun, and I'm here to make content out of it. Today's video, we've got a creepy children's book author who was abusing her 3 adopted children, her and her husband. Take a look at these two. My God, ugly and uglier. For this from the New York Post, and it was posted by Mr. Obvious, right? If you don't follow Mr. Obvious, or if you don't know who he is, you need to look up his videos on YouTube. He makes great content. So this is posted by the New York Post. It's a children's book author, Jennifer Wolfthal, and husband, exposed for double life in House of Horrors, right? And apparently this woman wrote this book called A Real Friend, right? And these people were abusing their children, their adopted children, so horrifically. And then she goes and writes this book, so really, guys, you don't know what kind of evil is hiding behind the auspices of kindness and friendship, right? So let's go ahead. We're going to the article real quick. And please forgive me. I'm still dealing with this bad chest congestion, this overall chest and sinus congestion. Please forgive me. If I sound a little bit weird, that's just what I'm dealing with right now. I took some Mucinex. I should be fine. But let's just go ahead and go into this article. Right. So if I go back up to the top here, yeah. Children's book author Jennifer Wolfthal and her husband exposed for double life in House of Horrors. It won't play the video. We don't need it to play the video. But when we get in here, it's a Florida children's book author and her husband were sentenced each to more than a decade in prison after pleading guilty to abusing their 3 adopted children. Jennifer Wolfthal, the author of A Real Friend, and her husband, Joseph Wolfthal, an engineer for Lockheed Martin, pled guilty on January 13th to aggravated child abuse and neglect of a child with great bodily harm. Jennifer, 44, she definitely looks 44. She looks worse than 44, if you ask me, was sentenced to 12 years in prison while her husband got 10 years behind bars, according to the plea agreement. I can't believe they only got that long. And you won't be able to believe it either after you see what happened to their kid, or what they did to their kids. Okay. This plea and sentencing agreement ensures that Wolfthal will spend significant time in prison while it protects the already traumatized victims from the stress of having to testify. A spokesperson for the state attorney's office in Florida's 18th judicial court said. Let's see here. Yeah. So, let's take a look at this guy real quick. This guy's an engineer. I would never suspect this guy to be an engineer. And people have a lot of things to say about his looks once we get into the comments. But guys, doesn't this look like an even worse version of the mentally disabled person from the Goonies? Seriously, doesn't this look like a horrible AI rendering of a Jewish Mr. Potato Head? Let's be so honest. He looks like Adam Sandler's brain dead cousin. So anyway, cops launched an investigation in 2021 after the couple's then 18-year-old daughter was brought to the hospital by Joseph Wolfthal with organ failure, unconscious, and multiple injuries. The 8-year-old child was suffering from many conditions, including pneumonia and a staph infection and liver failure. She was also malnourished, had bruises, a skin infection, and open wounds. Due to the height and the weight of the girl, it is not likely swollen bruises on the back of her head and lacerations on her lip and broken tooth were caused by off-balance falls. The police report read, Jennifer Wolfthal was arrested on New Year's Day, 2022, after her husband went to the hospital with the girl. The couple also had 2 other adopted children and a 9-year-old and an 11-year-old. The officials took the other children from the home, police said. I mean, and when it comes up on the picture of this book, you don't know who you're dealing with out there in the real world. You know what I mean? People present themselves like this every single day. You know, oh, I'm kind. I'm a warm-hearted, gentle person. Evil loves to hide behind love. Evil loves to hide behind love, you know? And people present themselves like this every single day. It's absolutely disgusting. Let's keep reading the article. They told cops that they had been locked in their rooms and punished in a myriad of ways, including being forced to write, I'm a fool, over and over. Wow. That's like, I mean, what else do you say about that? Right? That's psychological torture. Being forced to write, I'm a fool, over and over again. That's psychological torture. That's psychological, like, abuse, right? The 2 displayed symptoms of malnourishment, bruises, and lack of care. The doorknobs on the children's bedrooms were installed backwards with the locks on the outside. Absolutely disgusting. Wolfthal's book is listed on Amazon but has been removed from sale. Well, of course. The publishers wrote, At Clavis, we believe that children are beautiful and deserve our utmost respect and care. That is why we publish books to enrich their lives and help them grow and learn to know themselves, how to interact with others in a good way, and how the world works. We were made aware of the horrific news regarding the one-time Clavis author Jennifer Wolfthal's arrest and strongly condemn child abuse, abandonment, and neglect today and always. We will do this within our power to cease. We will do what is within our power to cease commercialization of her book. Absolutely, as they should. You know, I mean, no matter how, people present themselves, you really, especially if they present themselves like this, you really got to look at people who present themselves like this with a much bigger magnifying glass. I mean, absolutely, seriously, absolutely disgusting. Let's go down to the comments of this article because I thought they were interesting. One comment reads, they deserve every last day of their sentence. Abusing children in that way, there is no excuse. As an adopting dad, I learned what my kids went through before they were rescued and we adopted them. They had a lot of problems. It took a long time to heal. The sad part is, for every child rescued, there are many others who have yet to be identified and helped. That's absolutely so true. There's so many people there's so many like kids in the foster care system who like go through so many like absolutely disgusting problems. It's horrible what these kids go through on a daily basis. But I want to like take a breather from the actual like article and go back to the X post. We'll read some of the comments over there. This guy says, her I get. I would have never suspected her husband of being involved in a house of horrors. Mr. Obvious wrote, bro couldn't see the crime. See, like, I'm trying not to laugh too hard because I've got this really bad chest congestion. I just don't want to be coughing all over the screen or all over the video because you guys don't need to hear that. You don't need to hear how bad my cough is because you can already hear it in my voice. I am sick. You guys. It's horrible. Let's see here. Hold on. Someone was like, his whole life is one look at him, in reference to the House of Horrors. His whole life is one look at him. Someone was like, top-notch comment. Always keep one eye on those dastardly kids. I mean, it's hilarious. It's like top-notch comedy for real. I never would have suspected him of being an engineer. Neither would I. Seriously. That's some mice and men. I mean, this guy is some mice and men like type stuff right here. I mean, this guy is hey you guys, like seriously, my gosh, Jewish Goonies over here, like my goodness, I can't believe it. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and look for some more interesting comments. Let's see here. I know it's politically correct to judge a book by its cover, but come on. And I'm trying not to laugh too hard. Again, you guys, I'm trying not to laugh too hard, but man, it is really hard. Like, because man, my chest is just so congested. So I'm just trying not to like cough all over this video. Let's see here. It's literally why books have covers. This is how they keep us stupid. Let's see here. Just trying to look for some more grade A comments on here. Lockheed Martin, engineer. Yeah, this guy's gonna die. Who's he looking at? Hilarious. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Yeah, so I mean, this whole story is absolutely disgusting, you know, but that's the world that we live in, you know. It's sad. It's incredibly sad, but it's true, and I really hope that the children who went through this through this horrific experience can actually like heal from what they went through and actually go on to lead better and much happier lives, maybe with a different family. Maybe they'll just never trust anyone ever again. I know I wouldn't if I was a child in these circumstances where I literally had to depend on the kindness of strangers to be able to take care of me, right? I wouldn't trust anyone ever again. And I think that's how a lot of these kids are going to grow up and live their lives. It's unfortunate. It's terrible. The world is full of unfortunate and terrible things. But at the end of the day, what can you do? The only thing that you can do is live your life and be a good person, and be a good person to others, because you don't know what anyone else is going through. Anyway, guys, that's my time. I told for you guys to like and subscribe at the beginning of the video, but go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel, right? Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel. I mean, listen, here's the deal. You're subscribed to hundreds of YouTubers already. Subscribe to me. What's one more notch in your belt? Seriously, what's one more notch in your belt? I'm just going to keep making videos, and they're just going to keep being better. I'm just going to keep bringing you grade A content. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Like and subscribe. Peace.